Welcome. This is Aderyn Postal.
So I have my button covering set here. I have a holder, pusher, a template with a little flap to see what would be visible on the button. I have the wire eyes, and then I have the shell that you would cover with the cloth or the fabric. These are number 30 size buttons, which are 3/4 inch or 1.9 centimeters, and the size of fabric we need for that is a 1.5 inch or a 3.8 centimeter circle. Although those measurements would be the diameter of the circle. So I have some fabric here that I plan to use for a project later on. It is kind of a canvasy material. Honestly, don't remember what it's made out of, or when I got it. I don't have like a receipt or a note anywhere that says what it is, but it kind of feels like canvas or like fine burlap, if that's a thing. But I got it for I plan to make pillows out of it. It might actually be better for like a bag, but I'm going to make a few covered buttons with this fabric. So since it's the same fabric, I don't really need my little window here to see like any designs or anything that I'd like to be shown on the front of the button, so I'm just gonna ignore that. And then it is stretched a little bit here, so I'm going to go just past that, and I'm going to mark the circle out so I can cut it. Can I see that? Sort of. I can see it. That's all that matters. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut out this circle. Clearly I'm an amazing cutter of circles, but I don't think it matters as that part's going to be covered by the back of the button. I have cut out 4 pieces of fabric that I will be using to cover my buttons. So I'll put the fabric down first. Put the dome side down in there, and then I think just squish everything in there with this back piece.
Pusher. And then you use to push it down. Hopefully this fabric isn't too thick. Oh, I heard it click, like fall into place. We're gonna take this out. And there we
go. Pretty cool. So here are my 4 covered buttons with this blue canvas-like fabric. Not all of them went well. It's very important to get the fabric in the middle before you put the cover button in. Otherwise you get some of the frays coming out. Could also be that this is thicker fabric, so it doesn't like it. It's possible needing to cut a little bit bigger circles for thicker fabric. Now I'm gonna get some cotton fabric ready, and I'm gonna cover those buttons. So here I have some pattern fabric that I want to cover 7 buttons with for a project I'm working on. Now I can show you how useful this little window is. You can pick out, oh, it'd be good to have the berries on the button, or maybe the bird leaf. There's some leaves and berries. Let's see. Doesn't look like I'd be able to fit a full bird at all, so try to avoid that. I think I really liked, here it is, the berry and the leaves. Make sure it's down where I want, and then mark out that circle. There we go. Maybe I'll do not quite enough space. I'll just go and mark out 7 or more locations of things I think would make good buttons. Okay, I have my 7 pieces cut out. Now I just need to cover my buttons. Remember, right side down. Make sure it's centered. Not centered. And push it in. Grab the back, fold over all the edges, make sure all the edges are in, put the back in, get the pusher, and push, 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 push. There we go. Pop it out. Ooh, looks looks good. I'm gonna do the rest. You can check to see if it's in the right place if you flip it around. and look through the holder. And then this would be the time you would want to take out, reposition the fabric, and then put it back in if you didn't like it. So I don't think there's a way to undo the buttons once you've pushed them into place. There's all the buttons I covered. Oh, a thicker fabric is definitely a little more difficult to do. A thinner fabric turned out really nice. All of the buttons are good. All the raw edges are inside and hidden away. Oops. And they all look really nice. I have my little bird, some leaves, and then some berries. Should have done it like this, and then they were all in order. The thicker fabric makes it more complicated. Oh dear. With the phrase. But two of them turned out really nice. Okay, maybe not this one. One turned out really nice. I did start with these, so good practice. These 7 I will be using in a project later on, so keep your eyes open for that. And maybe eventually I will be using these for a different project. We'll see. Let me know what you think, and leave a like if you enjoyed this small tutorial on how to cover buttons. Feel free to subscribe if you like to see what these 7 buttons will be used for in the future. Thanks for watching.